Quarterback Tim Cannon will get the start today in the Tennessee Titans franchise as we finish out the regular season. We've already wrapped up the number 1 seed in the AFC and have nothing to gain here in the season's final week. Starters will rest as many of them as possible. You're not going to see Trayvon Randolph, and you're not going to see Brian Nava out there today. We await who our first playoff opponent will be. So we get to have some fun here in this episode with Tim Cannon getting the start, along with many other young players that don't always get a chance to play regularly. I always enjoy when you can have a game like this, just to let these young players get their moments. Once we are through with today's game, we'll go through the stats, the awards, and find out who we'll be facing in the division round playoffs. But let's get this final week underway against the Houston Texans. We'll be on defense to get this one underway, and we're off in Week 18. Still not used to Week 18 being the finale. It's weird. Here comes Davis Mills and the Houston offense, and they're facing a defense that still features a couple of the regular starters. This is Brandon Cooks on the reception, a gain of 8. But across the front four, you've got a lot of young talent there. It's Eric Brennan and Taylor Jackson in the middle. Shaquille Douglas and Howie Folk are the edge rushers. Mills pressured on second down, and he's sacked. It's Taylor Jackson. I am not shocked that Jackson's already making an impact on this opening drive. Whenever he gets a chance to play regularly, you always know where number 95 is at. So let's see this Tennessee offense now with the Tim Cannon Show officially underway for 1 week. Expect some packages and plays drawn up for him in the postseason, but now we get to see what it looks like when he's doing everything. And Tennessee opens in the pistol, and it's Cannon running inside and taken down after a short gain. Manny Warner gets the start at running back and should see most of the action there today. And his first run is a good one as he picks up 7 and a Tennessee first down. Bunching up receivers, you got Emmanuel Abbott, Dante Boss, and rolling on first down. Catch made by Boss. Not an easy one, but he hauls it in Texan territory. Manny again up the middle and good yardage picked up. He's got 6. Now Polite is in the game. It's an offset look. Cannon flips it out to Polite. He has the first down and is taken down around the 27. There's 11. So early on, a lot of the pistol we're used to seeing run by Cannon. Now he fakes, launches one, and he's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And the Texans will take over. Trying to do a little too much on this one. And the Houston offense retakes the field, and they come out empty with Davis Mills. On second down, he finds Brandon Cooks, and that is close to the mark with an injury to Caleb Edmonds. No deep safeties here facing 3rd and inches. They come after Mills, and he's got John Cano, the young tight end, for a conversion. Ronnie Harrison and DeMarcus Elliott are the 2 safeties starting in this game, and Cano's open again with Cameron Fowler unable to locate him there on the out route. And the Texans may have something here. It's first down. Easy pitch and catch. It's hauled in for a gain of 8. And Davis Mills starts the day 6 of 7. Now running with Singletary, and that's enough for a first down. Looking to get the first points on the board. 17 yards away. Mills on second down. He's running out of time. Works to his left and runs ahead. That play seemed to unfold in slow motion. But now it's 3rd and inches. And they'll stay in the air. Cano makes the catch. We've got to do something about him. But when you got backup safeties and linebackers out there, covering tight ends is a nightmare. Toss out to Singletary. Has some room. Tries to spin his way through Elliott, but he's slowed up and stopped around the 2. 3 tight ends in the game on 3rd down. Mills to the air. Caught by Cooks. It's a touchdown. And Houston strikes first in this one. Well, you can always count on Brandon Cooks to get his production right. That caps off a 14-play touchdown drive for Houston, and we'll see how Tennessee responds. 3 receivers in the game. Warner off tackle. He's got some space, and a good first down run. Raekwon Stark is in the game. Chigakonkwo as well. How about that opening for Manny? Spun around with a 15-yarder. This is a defense we typically do not run well against. Showing good signs early on. Manny again, fighting through contact, and he's got 7. I am impressed. Austin Blythe, newly signed, is in there at center. Cannon, he's not going to get there on a 3rd and short. But the offense looks to be staying in the game. Leonard Rouse centers on 4th and 1. Manny in trouble. He doesn't get it. Antonio Harmon put a swim move on Austin Blythe, and no one was able to help make up for it. Houston football. What is this call? A quarterback draw to Davis Mills, and it worked. 12 yards. Yeah, you might get away with stuff like that against the backup defense. First down for Mills, and he's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarcus Elliott. And the young safety gives it back to Tennessee. Stepping up to cover John Cano. Nicely done. But Tennessee trying to get something going on offense now, midway through this second quarter. And it's Cannon with time. Dumped off to Manny Warner. Hasn't caught many balls this year, but he has 5 yards this time. They got a man in motion, and the handoff goes to Raekwon Stark, and he gets all kinds of space and sprints out for a 19-yard run. That's a nice boost to this Tennessee offense. It's been a slow start. Off the fake to Warner, just getting it away. That is caught by Chigakonkwo. Underthrown out of the pocket. Somehow it works out for Tennessee, and they may have something here. They're in field goal range, and now facing a 3rd and 10. 4-man rush. Cannon is hit, and the pass is incomplete. And it looks like they'll bring out the field goal team now. Matt Gay has had an outstanding season. And from 53, right down the middle, and Tennessee is on the board. 7-3 with 6.5 to play now in the first half. A low-scoring start. Setting up a screen, and all over it is Eric Brennan. Nice job reading that play. 3rd down now. They bring 4. Mills gets it away and sails it to the Tennessee bench. And they'll take over after a very quick 3-and-out. Tim Cannon trying to get comfortable here in this starting opportunity. He fakes, slides to his left. He's going to send it downfield, and it's intercepted again. Stingley, his 2nd, back into Tennessee territory, and it's going to be real good field position. He's trying to get all the way outside, but with that pressure, he does not set his feet. Just throws it off balance, and he needed more strength than that. If he can plant and set his feet, he might get it there to Raekwon Stark. From the 41, Mills, he's in trouble now and lost the football. Singletary gets it, and it's a loss of 4 on the play. Good damage control again out of this Tennessee defense. Why not go for a 61-yarder here in Week 18? And this one comes up a little bit short. So back and forth we go. Nobody wants to put together a good drive right now. Manny Warner with a nice run. Gain of 6 already, reaching 50 yards on the ground. On 2nd down, this time Stark is right there for it, and that is a catch. Tim Cannon, 5 of 10, 2 interceptions already. Now he runs to the right, following Manny, and lost the football! Another takeaway for Houston! They'll have it at the 44-yard line. He's expecting Manny to make this block, but not quite. And Cannon coughs it up. Turnovers plaguing this team. Why does that sound so familiar? The fake from Mills. Eyes downfield. Incomplete. Caleb Farley's out there. We only have 4 corners on the roster, so he's got to play this week. 3rd and 1. And somehow staying in the pocket. This one is tipped away and nearly picked off. Really should have been too. They're not making offense look easy here in the first half. And Tennessee will have one more drive, it looks like. But it's going to start inside their own 5. Can they get things under control for a 2-minute drill and avoid a turnover? In his own end zone and escaping the pressure, here is Cannon across the 20 and out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Really nice play, and now one of the most important players on this defense, Antonio Harmon, is shaken up. Back to the air, Cannon on target and caught by Abbott. And there's 10. Marked a little bit short though, 3rd and inches. Polite the carry, a whole lot of space. And across midfield, that is a first down. Tennessee uses their first timeout. Abbott and Boss on the right side. Cannon on first down. Downfield and knocked away from Dominic Brooks. Really good coverage. Down to 58 seconds and facing 3rd down. Cannon pressured, floats outside and should have been picked. That time by Sammy Barden. And it'll be another failed drive for the Tennessee offense. Not looking prepared for this game at all. Here's a flag down, and now the pass is caught, but this is going to be coming back. We'll see how aggressive Houston wants to be now. Sent all the way back to their 15. The handoff to Singletary, and he's going nowhere, meeting Brandon Smith. And Tennessee uses their last timeout. They're going to see what they can do here. Could have pretty good field position. Polite broke a tackle, but does not return it very far. So they have one timeout remaining. If you can get a big chunk play here, you might have a chance. Cannon will run, and they'll have to use the timeout there at their own 44. 4 receivers in the game. Cannon sprints out of the pocket and will run this out of bounds with 8 seconds left. You might be able to work the sideline here for one more play. Cannon fires that way, caught, short gain for Stark, and now you got yourself an end zone shot you can take. Cannon in position, steps up and launches to the end zone, and this is incomplete, wrapping up a first half that was a bit disappointing. The offense really hasn't put on that show, and they've turned the ball over 3 times. It's a lot like watching the worst team in the league and a bunch of backups going head-to-head in a meaningless game. But let's check out a score here quick. I wanted to highlight the Indianapolis Colts, who are losing right now to the Jacksonville Jaguars, but are in really good position to get a wild card spot as we see who ends up making the playoffs here after this game. We know the Chargers are in, but there are 2 spots left to finalize. But it's good to know we have our first round bye already taken care of. But let's see some better football here in the second half, please. Cannon runs to the right and slides down. Let's avoid turnovers here. Prioritize that. 3rd and 7 now for Cannon. They send the blitz, and he counters. Caught by Abbott. And good for a first down. That's a 16-yard catch. Cannon did not pass the ball very well in the first half, but Manny Warner has gotten going, and they should lean on him. No need to be too pass-heavy in a game like this. Warner again blocks from Davis and Rouse, and he'll create his own yardage if necessary. Pistol on 2nd down. Warner up the gut. Here's another opening. And they're having a lot of trouble with this pistol option. 1st and 10 from the 33 of Houston. Plenty of time to find Stark inside the 30. Polite's back in on 2nd down. Running option to the left and flip to Warner. Gets the first down and is tackled at the 21. So a better balanced drive here out of the Tennessee offense. Just outside the red zone now. Caught by Stark inside the 20. They'll take those easy crossing patterns. Now facing third down, and they bluff the blitz. Rolling outside, Cannon doesn't get the pass off. He is sacked. Back at the 25. So they still have not found the end zone, and the field goal from Matt Gay is good. A 7-6 game now. One of our lowest scoring all year to this point. Singletary, not much there. I'm impressed with our run defense across the board. We've gotten so much better. Backups are doing a good job today. And now intercepted on third down. That is Caleb Farley. He is getting the start today. We had to play a few of our starters. Makes a really nice play downhill on this football. Just wanted it more than the receiver did there. And it's good field position for Tennessee as Warner puts a foot down and cuts through the middle and gets a good gain. Trying to get to the 25 now. Third down, Cannon caught by Boss. First down, Tennessee. They're taking those underneath throws now, not getting greedy. A fake from Cannon and wide open. Hauled in by Dominic Brooks. Tennessee gets 18. And they're inside the 5. Looking for their first lead. Out of the shotgun. Quick throw. Caught for the touchdown. Dominic Brooks. He got him inside the 5, and he scores the touchdown at last. Tennessee is in front and will go for 2. And they're going empty. Cannon back to pass. Gets it out there, and it's caught by Brooks. The 8-point play. Tennessee leads by 7. There we go. We finally got that first touchdown. 2:27 to play in the third, and Mills feels pressure, and he's sacked. That is Shaquille Douglas along with Taylor Jackson. Third down, Houston. Going empty. Got to get to the 47, and Mills throws short for Cooks, and he's not going to get there. A 3 and out, and we're going back to the Titan offense. Third quarter nearly wrapped up, and it's a fake. Looking downfield, but settling for Manny underneath, and he'll get the first down with that extra effort. Nicely done. Cannon getting those completions stacked up now. First and 10. He does take the shot again, and it's overthrown for Raekwon Stark. Now, a little bit ago, Emmanuel Abbott had to leave the game, and it looks like he is not going to return. So now the veteran Sterling Shepard is in. Cannon is flushed, escapes the rush, and just heads out of bounds. There was a receiver in the middle of the field, but he probably wasn't looking that far with the pressure chasing him. Houston ball, nice job Singletary. He broke out of one, and he gets 9 yards. Just at their 49-yard line on second down, it is John Cano, and he gets them into Tennessee territory. Mills is still under 100 yards passing, oddly enough, and crosses that mark on the catch by Cooks. They've just not been able to move the ball well since early in the game when they got that touchdown. At the sideline again, Cano, he's there for 9 yards. So they might have something on this drive. A 3rd and 1, and Singletary moves the sticks. There's a gain of 6. As we go inside 9 minutes, Mills scanning, tries to evade the rush, and just gets it away. He was chased by Shaquille Douglas, the rookie 3rd-round pick. 3rd and 6 now for Houston. Looking toward the end zone. Mills, he is sacked by Douglas. He got him this time, and it's his 2nd of the game. This game isn't meaningless for a lot of players who want to show they can be even role players going into the postseason. If you can come off the bench, create a little havoc, you've got yourself a role. Tim Cannon now with the Titans up by 4. What has he got left this week? Warner running to the right and back to the inside again. First down. He's over 100. We have not had this kind of rushing success against Houston in a long time. Cannon looks to keep it. Heads to the edge. Got a really good combo block there by Raekwon Stark. And now he crosses 60 yards rushing. With 7 and change left to go. Cannon will keep it. And angles outside. Using that great speed. He gets the first down again. 16 that time. Tennessee now at the Houston 27, and they head back to the air. Cannon, he's intercepted. It's Sammy Barden. How does he even come away with it? He's right on the back there of Dante Boss and just gets around him enough to take that away. Another turnover opens the door for Houston. Mills gets it away, and coming back for it is Cooks. That's a first down, gain of 10. That time the pressure put on by Eric Brennan. I'm impressed with this backup front four. On first down, easy pitch and catch, and a gain of 9. That is Hamler. We go inside 5 minutes as Singletary has the opening, and Elliott slows him down at the 46-yard line. Houston looking for a touchdown on this drive. We have 4:10 left. Time running out, and Mills is sacked again. Shaquille Douglas really making the most out of his chances in this game. He's picked up his 3rd sack. That is one of the best games by a pass rusher on the team all season. Singletary now with a big hole on the right side, and he almost got the first down. Needed 21. He got 20 of it. And it's 3rd and short. Run defense lacking here late for Tennessee. But staying in the air. Off the mark from Mills. He wanted Hamler. And it's 4th down. I'm certain this goes to Singletary. And it's going to be a throw right through the hands of the receiver. And Houston has turned the football over on downs. That is some 3-win football. Cannon keeps it. And downhill he goes, gaining around 7. We got 2 minutes to go, 3rd and 1. It's not a throw, instead an easy run for Manny Warner. This interior has done an outstanding job giving him lanes, and Manny's run hard all game. Another run up the middle. He's got that burst. And now he's starting to drag defenders along a bit more. You gotta love his development. Manny again gets the first down, and that's gonna be a wrap in Week 18. A 14-10 Tennessee victory. It wasn't pretty, not even close, but we get the job done. We tried to do way too much in the passing game early on and ran into a bunch of mistakes. Once we simplified the passing game, things got better in the second half, and letting the running game take over was the right call. 253 yards on the ground, and Tim Cannon ends up with only 137 passing, with 3 interceptions, unfortunately. But we do have 133 on the ground from Manny. He broke 5 tackles, had 61 yards after contact. Outstanding game for him. I didn't want to see Rashad Polite play much in this game, and I wanted Manny to mainly be the focus in the running game. And defensively, I was not expecting a lot from Shaquille Douglas. I was more so wondering what Brennan and Jackson would do, and instead, it was really Shaquille Douglas who left the strongest impression coming out of the game. Now, we did have one injury take place, and that was to Emmanuel Abbott. Cam Fowler had gotten hurt in practice this week, but now Abbott is not going to be able to play once we get to the postseason. So he's going to be replaced likely by the veteran Sterling Shepard, and maybe other players rotating in depending on situation. Indianapolis ended up losing this week to Jacksonville. However, they do end up getting one of the AFC wildcard spots that were up for grabs. So they had a really odd second half of the season, and they ultimately make the playoffs. Here is your playoff picture with the Steelers also making it. The Raiders, Bengals, Bills, and Titans are all division winners. Meanwhile, in the NFC, one of the biggest surprises to me is Washington falling to the 5 seed. So they played a division championship game here in Week 18 against Dallas. The Cowboys won, and you'll see perhaps a reason why here in a moment. There were no teams under 9 victories that made the playoffs this year. I think it's a pretty strong field overall. Here are our final stats on the season. As a team, we did get to 20 interceptions, but not individually for Brian Nava. Derrick Henry is under 1,000 yards with the breakout this year of Manny Warner. Trayvon Randolph, 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns. I was really hoping we'd get our big trio there to 1,000 each, but just didn't happen this year. Defensively, I thought it was going to be the front 4 really standing out the most, but I was mostly impressed with our secondary, getting interceptions, breaking up throws, and the pass rush ends up being a little disappointing. And oddly enough, Shaquille Douglas, with his performance today, is now 3rd on the team in sacks. You can bet you'll see him once we get to the postseason. He's earned a rotational spot there. Here are the league leaders this season, with Josh Allen breaking 5,300 passing yards. Eric Baker had 45 touchdown passes to lead the league. And for interceptions, we would be tied for first if you combined Nava and Cannon. But it doesn't work that way, so he didn't take first place. On the ground, Jonathan Taylor does take home the rushing title to no surprise. He was phenomenal. Ezekiel Elliott had 25 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp, 1,800 plus receiving yards and 15 scores. So with Trayvon Randolph ultimately not playing in 4 of the games this year, he didn't get to the top of the charts in yards, but is towards the top in yards per reception and touchdown catches. For defense, TJ Watt had 19.5 sacks this year, and we stand out with our interceptions with 13 combined between Fulton and Farley. But it was Chase Young with the Commanders breaking the sack record with 24 sacks this season. J.C. Horn had 4 interceptions to lead the NFC. Young has put together back-to-back 20-sack seasons now with 81 tackles this year, 18 TFLs. Josh Allen is named the league MVP with Kerry Farrell coming in 2nd place. And Coach of the Year goes to Zach Taylor. Hayden Jean-Charles of the 15-2 Titans comes in 5th place. Maybe some were hesitant to vote for him given some of the awful seasons we've had in this franchise. You got Josh Allen and TJ Watt taking home the Player of the Year awards, and then Sam Hunter of the Colts is named Offensive Rookie of the Year. Jeff Morgan wins it on defense. Josh Allen sweeps all the awards that he was eligible for. Joe Mixon is named the best running back, and Christian Kirk tops Trayvon Randolph by 1 to be the best receiver in the AFC. Wyatt Teller is named best offensive lineman. Yannick Ngakoue, best D lineman. TJ Watt takes home another award. And then at DB, Patrick Surtain just topping Fulton and Farley. But hey, Matt Gay, best kicker. We did get an award there. In the NFC, the same awards. Christian McCaffrey and Chase Young are Players of the Year. No surprise there on Young with his record-breaking season. The Falcons rookie, Pat Schillinger, another rookie quarterback, wins the award, and he's also in the playoffs. Kerry Farrell was best quarterback, CMC best running back, and here, how about Quan Winslow, a 78 overall, being the top offensive lineman. Chase Young sweeps everything he was eligible for, as expected. Micah Parsons is the best linebacker. Best DB belongs to J.C. Horn. So let's get to these playoff matchups and find out who will our opponent be in the 2nd round. It'll be the Indianapolis Colts after their upset of the Las Vegas Raiders in the wild card round. And actually, every wildcard team in the AFC won. And the Colts won not because of their running game, but because of a terrific day for Sam Hunter. 300 plus yards, 4 touchdowns. The defending champs are also knocked out as the Chargers upset them 31-13. The Chargers are closer now to getting Justin Herbert back from his injury. But with every wildcard team winning in the AFC, it's now the 1 seed, the 5, 6, and 7 remaining. The Steelers beat the Bengals in a high-scoring matchup that featured a ton of passing yards. 860 combined between Joe Burrow and Josh Holcomb. But the Steelers are victorious. George Pickens, Tyler McDonald, they went over 100 yards each. Meanwhile, in the NFC, only one wildcard team was victorious, and that was Washington, winning 20-7 over Seattle. Just like the Chargers, they're missing their starting quarterback. They've been playing Florida Atlantic rookie Keith Foley. And of course, they've got that great defense led by Chase Young, and they came up big in this meeting. Chase Young had 2.5 sacks, 3 TFLs, helping keep Seattle to only 7 points. Them and the Chargers are very similar right now, missing their quarterbacks. However, they're further away from seeing Kerry Farrell come back. I'm not sure he's going to make it back even if they go all the way. Kerry Farrell also has a hamstring injury, and he has not played since early in Week 17. The Chargers, meanwhile, could get Justin Herbert back in a couple weeks, but that means they'd have to basically get to the Super Bowl without him. But the stage is set for us to return to the postseason for the first time since Season 2. We have swept the Colts this year after struggling against them for years in this franchise. But the last time we played them, it was a blowout victory. We ran away with that game in the second half and had Sam Hunter yelling at his teammates on the sideline. We'll see how this meeting goes. We know we've got to be ready to stop the run. We've also got to make sure we can put pressure on Sam Hunter and get him uncomfortable. But that is going to be it for today, everybody. The season is complete, and the playoffs get underway for Tennessee next time. Do you think we have what it takes to go all the way this year? It was a long build to get back to this point, and now we've got to go beat a team for the third time in a season for the run to continue. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next episode when we take on Indianapolis. Have a great day, everybody.